Hey there, friends. As some of you may know, part of the process of working with me as a financial planner is to create a next 10 timeline. It's a visual representation of your life, business, and financial goals for the next 10 years. Yes, we do retirement plans. Yes, we do planning based around goals that might be longer than 10 years, but I really like to focus on that 10-year span because it feels more tangible. It feels like something that we can use cash flow to achieve and really create concrete goals around. We're always keeping an eye on these other longer term goals, but I really love having that next 10 years just right in front of you. When I'm working with a client, we explore how to harmonize qualitative goals, those deep-rooted values, hopes, dreams, with quantitative goals, the specific things that you want or the experiences that you hope to have. And then once we've created that timeline, we work backwards to figure out how to fund your goals. Having that visual will help keep you motivated, and it's something we review during every meeting. Today, I'm going to teach you the questions that I ask my clients so that you can create the next 10 timeline yourself. First, you have to figure out what you value, who you want to be, what you want your life to look like. Here are 12 questions you can ask yourself. What values are important to you? What makes you smile? What drives you? What excites you? What characteristics do you have that you are proud of? What do you want to make time for every day? What do you want to try that you haven't yet? Do you enjoy your work? Is there a different path you might like to take? That's 2 questions in one. What do you want to accomplish? This is a big question, so think pretty big on this one. Do you want to spend more time with your family? Do you want to start a business? Do you want to donate to charity every year? Do you want to raise kind human beings? What makes you feel best about yourself outside of work? It could be relationships with friends, community work, volunteering. Who do you wish you could spend more time with? Now take some time to think about your answers. How does your current life compare to the life you really want? Are there any answers that don't match up with your values? For example, you might value generosity, but you're really not giving as much as you'd like to. You might also say you value spirituality, but you aren't taking the time to engage in any of those spiritual practices. Make note of some actions that you would like to take to align with those values. Many of us experience a disconnect between values and behaviors, and it can make us feel a little bit uneasy. That's why it's important to be clear on your values and set goals to act accordingly. Once you've got that down, it's time to move on to some concrete dreams. Dreams that have a price tag attached to them. What are some things or experiences that you really want to have for yourself or your family? Each of these should have a clear number associated with them, even if it's just an estimate. I encourage you not to filter yourself. Don't judge yourself. Just free flow, write ideas out. You can judge later. Some examples could be a kitchen remodel, a new boat, a new vacation home, paying off your current home, taking an entire year or 2 off, traveling 3 times a year, retiring early, retiring at all. You could want to pay for education. It might be yours to further your career, or it might be your child's. Is there a certain amount in income that you want to bring home? If you own a business, what are your revenue goals? How many clients do you want? What does that look like? Now take a look at this list of qualitative goals and dreams and make sure everything on it aligns with the values and deeper aspirations that you outlined in the first exercise. It's totally normal if you spot some disconnects here. I see it with my clients all the time. Let me give you an example of what a misalignment could look like. Let's say one of your core values is environmental sustainability, but one of your quantitative goals involves purchasing a gas-guzzling sports car. That's a clear clash on your values and material goals, right? Or maybe you said spending time with family is extremely important to you, but your goals revolve working crazy hours to achieve a really high income. These 2 objectives would definitely end up conflicting in real life and making you miserable. If you do identify some disconnects, no biggie. That's all part of the process. The important part of this is reflecting and having the self-awareness to adjust your goals until they're in harmony with your authentic values and priorities. Once you've achieved some alignment, get creative in visualizing your next 10 timeline. Make it inspiring and engaging through images and symbols in a format that speaks to you. You can use a digital tool or good old arts and crafts. Personally, I love using Miro. I just Google search certain images and then I cut and paste into the document that I'm using. But you do you. Then you're going to display that vision board prominently as a daily reminder of your why and all the exciting milestones you have ahead. And remember, this is a living, evolving plan. As you grow, your values and your dreams are going to change, and that's okay. Embrace the journey by regularly reviewing and updating your timeline/vision board to reflect your latest goals and priorities. So what are you waiting for? Grab those pens, markers, open up your computer, get started in your next 10 timeline today. Reach out if you have any questions. You can find me at tonfinancialplanning.com, where you will also find the resource with all of the questions. And I will see you again next time. Bye, guys.